So now let us discuss basic things. What is meant by elasticity? What is meant by elasticity? Elasticity is nothing but the ability of a deformed material body to return to its original shape and size when the forces causing the deformations are removed. The elasticity simply says that it is one of the property of the material back to their original position. I mean the shape of the material back to their original position after removing the external forces. Say for example, this is the initial shape and size of the spring. So now we are adding the weight. So due to this weight, the material is subjected to deformation, right? Then after removing this weight, then automatically the material comes to its original position. That is called as elasticity, right? So best example for elasticity is a rubber band, right? If we apply the tensile force at the two sides or pulling force at the two sides, then it elongates. Then after removing the force, then automatically it comes to its original position. That is called as elasticity, right? Then plasticity, which means the material will not, the material or body will not return back, will not come to its original position. That is called as a permanent deformation. That is called plasticity. The plasticity is the property of the body by virtue of which it does not oppose the deformation forces applied and the body deformed permanently. It will not come to its original shape. That is called as plasticity, right? So elasticity, which means after removing the material, automatically the body comes to its original position, and the plasticity, which means after removing the material, even though after removing the material, the body is deformed permanently. That is called as plasticity, right? Then stress. Stress is nothing but the force acting on the unit area of a material. The stress can be deform the body. How much force material experiences can be measured using stress units. So every material is elastic in nature. Whenever the forces acts on a body, it undergoes some deformation. As the body undergoes deformation, its molecules offer some resistance, right, to the deformation. That resistance per unit area, which is called as a stress, right? So now stress is denoted by sigma, right? So sigma, which is equal to load by area, right? Clear? Where P, which is equal to load or force acting on the body, whereas A, which is equal to cross sectional area, right? Cross sectional area of the body, right? So simply the stress is defined as stress which is equal to load by area, right? Clear? So what is the unit which is equal to Newton per meter square, which is load by area, the unit of load which is equal to Newton, and the area, cross sectional area, which is equal to meter squared. So sigma, which is equal to Newton per meter square. This is the unit of stress, right? Now let us discuss the next topic called strain, right? Strain, the amount of deformation experienced by the body in the direction of the force applied divided by the initial dimensions of the body, right? So whenever forces acts on a body, it undergoes some deformation. That deformation per unit length is known as strain. So strain is simply denoted by epsilon, then which is equal to change in length divided by original length. So delta L, which is equal to change in length divided by original length, right? Original length, right? So now, what is the unit for the strain? Change in length in meter and length in meter, original length in meter. So meter cancel, so there is no unit for strain, right?